make the picture of a figuring how you learn to expand the text. Maybe express those are the basic steps, or stoners with stones, and these authenticity for the hands are dirty enough with the grind to these be distasteful. Grammar enough for your tongue to be displayed and displaced to replace perfecting instead of perfection objectives. Force the reaction to respond to all those streaming straight lines to timelines without the engagement of habits. Your habitual thinking and a roundabout repetition is not that making extensive within the ability to be liable to tell the truth or time frame of your memory. Infuses con being confusing enough, confusing the spontaneous reaction to the heat and energy reluctance, not so much to fill the body with the sentiments. Knows the sense of brain to braille, skill to wait for the friction to frame the way, compromising to venture for the incentive for the vents and course of your control, which is in and out of control for the divine presence, for the presence predominantly dominated for the famished and elements of commission to growing pains. Sprouts doubts and cropped apple proportions instead of depth, distorted colors and offerings. Stationary, narrow enough for the minded metal, for the slow beats of punishment, for the enslaved justice, forgiving forgiveness and picket signs, and combined with the companies to compare paragraphs and parables. Parallels and rarely spoken pokes with provocative pronouns. Scribble what's described in evidence revealing irrelevance and disengagement in intercourses of the deprived. Detrimental finalities and fatalities and fatal attributes and the outcomes and coming outs. Closets and closets sets. The grand opening opposed to positions encompassing coming out every time for the hands and striking hour for the ending and the outcry. Outlash. That for the outcast in the state of the growth and the spurred by spurts. Scrimmage of some of those which was the grip, the containment for the areas of rise, the settlement. Settle for the departure for the apparatus for the rated for the regional residents resigning. Responsibilities required by reform. Retaining rhetoric and revenue is reactionary grips of being glued to the regimen. Realignment, engagement, and plurals and murals and projected right in front of the line of age and reactions. Reactions enough for the action to activate events and such a tree of course, and plants and fire sticks to eliminate the celebratory occasions and chanting the disparity. Conclusions. Consider. Offensive enough and of course and cordially complaints and complacency to completely complimenting. Complacency, completely controversy, contrived to contribute to the tries and traveling violence and ways of wearing the parties parceling, celebrate, celibate, deliberates, and liberals. Not to make the picture of a figuring how you learn to expand the text. This is not to make the picture of a figuring how you learn to expand the text. Maybe express those are the basic steps, or stoners with stones, and these are.
The most violent element in society is ignorance. Out of moves, advice is futile. LA is a three-piece suit. White, brown, and black, we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rule is printed, no secret is revealed. JFK, power, wisdom, awareness, three is the great mystery. Comes from the great one, Gas House Gang Soul, Frankie Fresh. Let's start a raucous, unstoppable. What does America stand for when she's been sold of her dignity? Lady Liberty sparks a torch of injustice. Where are the brave when the rich hide assets in the hands of crooked politicians? The agenda is here to rob the blind. Profits for corporate America, the war machine, grabbing all funds available, but yet immigration is the result for the deficit. Believe that you must be a patriot to what corruption. water, drowning, forget me not. I'm in a dream that chases me into reality. Drowning on my own sorrows, why would I still awake tomorrow? Yeah, you best believe time is borrowed. In the wasted hours, sleep tight, sleep light, sleep all gone. Easy like Bobby, Rob Zombie, past, present, and future of Devil's Rejects. Oh man, beautiful.
And not one of them is gonna do diddly squat because they're gonna throw all the dirt on each other. So when the big ball, we gotta go against the...
So the truth lies in the middle of the perception the eyes have. So the truth lies in the middle of the perception the eyes have. Vows that will explain sometimes why it's hard to comprehend. Who's to compromise that empty compromise with a full of remorse that can't find a way out? Peeking for light and shadows, not easily to look over the logic and sweat produced over the modified sleep through the amnesty. Peripheral to the eyes, it's to see the unbelievable and pray to the ideologies and the parallel, forming your paradox in the line of propaganda for the proportionally pray before you pray. Eyes open and closed mind to find the bliss in execution, to feel the peace beneath that for the surface to common grounds. Unfamiliar bloodlines untied for the wrist loosely resist the destitution. Annie up the ancestral belly talk for the have no ears to feel for the witness of the mirror for the past. Message you walk past the pastures and pastures, place of a plastic garbage patch to fill holes in the ozone. You need not be apologetic for the silence is rather authentic, not talked about for the ears, description of interpersonal relationships and interpretation. Scriptures are living words and finding haikus and syllables of the feeling of the paraplegic pain. Settle for the unsure to raise a hand and the fist is tight. Righteousness acts and not reactions to rights. Swiped up under tender topics and troubling waters. And strapless life jackets to cold to chill the fat to the blood that warms the heart. Ignite the emotion and utilizing the kinetic energy for the circulation to break the cycles. Patterns taught us culture for the paradox used somewhere synonymous to the equinox. Space and time's relevance and to define that truth in numbers and not forget to forget those before not. Untie the cursed words from the tongue tied. Lack of words being misled for the heart to piece of paper misshapen balloons and not to the crumble away the wind and wind. When would you find that present current of love breezes to take flight for the counting the number of times that I answered that math? Eventually, it was to my calling to know the purpose and not know the proposal, but position the propel of my vision for the tunnel suicide as high notes. Sing to Mother Earth white noise, easily mistaken as missing what was taken and not replaced, reported, distorted for the distant waves. Gravitational pull vibrating, rating vibes, tribes to families to ox to herbs in all capitals. Zip codes to the old souls, to the reconnecting with the soul, reincarnated with the carnation who loved the Nas and race vehicles to drive. Your ambition to steer clear of its pollution. You can't wait to give a carbon emission electronically condition any weather where conditions of re-endition they're invited with the invited and invital. Vital signs that you don't have to watch the names or the numbers of the round the clock to 3:45, and that's how I keep the Benjamin 100. That's how I thought it was getting in order than the obsolete libraries and their lie and the silence and not to speak too loud, arouse and awaken the sheep.
Dynamic, I'm a murder the beat, killer intent. Instinctively on point, sharp, straight cheddar. Places holes in your favorite sweater. Whether you down or not, don't get caught in the neighborhood. Bang, bang, shots fired. I got nothing to lose and I'm out to gain everything. Looking to the heavens like birds seeking refuge, so I can work through pain. Interior or exterior, the powers of will won't overcome, but can place it where it shall. Out of mind, we are all led down the path we desire. Simply taking action, alert the squad when the world's showing an ugly face on painting a pretty picture. Visual observation of society gone amok, value the loss of being rich by gain. Knowledge is for the taking, ignorance can't be refrained. Never waste a breath taking nonsense instead. Let's make bad turn worse. Crosswires to hell and back, let's die historic on a fury road. Max the max, and we at it again. Although I will say, precision beats power and timing beats speed, McGregor. Talent only appears to those with potential to unlock that will. When you accept failure, it's cause you quit trying so many uncertain possibilities. Only in retrospect, we discover all lost in the turmoil against the heavyweight champion. He has all the dirt on Omega. Because you guys just
to gas yourself out.
And I tell everybody, man, you guys better expect that man to be in office another 4 years.
I bet they're gonna look forward to Bernie Sanders coming in.
Oh,
Already so he'll show his transparency already. I mean, the whole Democratic Party, I understand that they're worse than the Democrats. They get you to believe that.
Because they
get you to believe. They always make it believe. It's like Obama, it's like Clinton's, it's like Hillary. They have this good side. There's a good,
man, Bill got his homie killed, man. Like, I mean, as much as maybe the one who said the word will get killed, like, Bill makes sure to clean up all his dirt around him, and then it looks conspicuous, yet you don't question it.
I bet I'm a crazy black man for thinking that Trump is out there doing more than what other presidents is actually.
I bet he is, I mean,
that motherfucker's looking at media and calling the motherfuckers out who run the propaganda to a team. He ain't never been a president they call out since JFK.
And they killed him, yeah.
Look at Trump. He called motherfuckers out, calling them liars and every goddamn. He's bailing out the people who are standing up to the big government. The Trump that you're right saying, oh, you get this ass out. But replace him with who? Pence. You crazy as a motherfucker. You better keep Trump motherfucking ass in there who out there trying to actually stand up to motherfuckers and call him and put a spotlight on him. Like I guarantee.
Oh, yes, man. I thought he was really gonna do the tribunals, man. But I don't know if the tribunals are real or not.
Trump has a very actually.
Because I mean,
more like
dog,
a lot of other
like he kind of gave me some hope that we were gonna get some 9/11 justice.
I mean, what is justice towards 9/11?
Oh my goodness!
What is justice?
I want that motherfucker who made $7.2 billion off the buildings to go to jail. Oh man! That motherfucker got rich.
What is money? So what?
Royce,
man. He already rich.
Royce, man, that building was worth $2 billion a week before the explosion. Oh man, I didn't get no.
If it's there or not there, how much does it matter to you? It doesn't matter. It affects your life when you strike.
Not at all, man.
So fuck this justice and what it is. Your richness is your retribution is you knowing it and what to do after that. That's your retribution. Like I'm telling you, it don't matter. That's your none of it now.
Well, freestyle.
We freestyle at any time. Same.
Lucid energy, dynamic. I'm a murder the beat, killer intent. Instinctively on point, sharp, straight cheddar. Places holes in your favorite sweater. Whether you down or not, don't get caught in the neighborhood. Bang, bang, shots fired. I got nothing to lose, and I'm out to gain everything. Looking to the heavens like birds seeking refuge, so I can work through pain. Interior or exterior, the powers of will won't overcome, but can place it where it shall. Out of mind, we are all led down the path we desire. Simply taking action, alert the squad with the world showing an ugly face on painting a pretty picture. Visual observation of society gone amok, value the losses, being rich by gain. Knowledge is for the taking, ignorance can't be refrained. Never waste a breath, taking nonsense is good. Let's make bad turn worse. Cross wires to hell and back, let's die historic on a fury road. Mad to the max, and we at it again. Although I will say, precision beats power and timing beats speed, McGregor. Talent only appears to those with potential to unlock that will. When you accept failure, it's cause you quit trying so many uncertain possibilities. Only in retrospect do you discover what is lost in the turmoil of the times. Life takes refuge in space where catastrophes don't not reach by fire. Nature is renewed whole in a war of ghosts and shadows. Shine a light and kill what lurks in the dark. Let's play hangman. This passion of justice, I'd rather be the executioner, the punisher. Duel say, now I'm a catch heat for this. NY, cause I've been a giant, jolly green, oh dirty, the bastard and glorious. When I gets to heat, when I gets to head hunting, Odell Beckham, I put hits on the corners, fines to suspensions. Let's bounce full throttle on the run.
On the stagnant, any position, any moment. This is pun, not to punish you, but to embellish you, not to understand you for the eye, and not standing over you, the overstanding that comes between that, between the heart and the hard place, between that and the right place. Between that and what up with that all over. It's a part of a wall over. If you don't know where does that mean? Walmart. Open heart. Open love. Open mind. Time is random. Time is random. The reason like a hopscotch. But that you can never find it. It's not hopping along. You don't have to hit it at all. Right. When I got 2 left feet, the right road to the wrong. Any pressure not to meet the way from the sunshine.
Searching for blessings, overcame obstacles most could never recover from. Those stuck in slums know exactly where I'm coming from. Tired of blurred visions filled of nothingness. Now I'm focused, friends and enemies full of self-interest, trying to stack their pockets off my struggles. Just about had it. Selfishness was never taught to me. Mama, forgive me. This is my self-order to be the one. Gotta be about none other. Only souls, I'm still sparing the crew. Good for nothings, degenerates, have-nots, last of the dying breed. Aces that smoking, attitudes that seed. ATS, when working for mine, the come up is the mark. How do you stand to accomplish the feat? At hand, foot in the door, let's hit the streets. Opens avenues, blinders off, full perspective. Want more of that good stuff? Cali shores, sunshine and sand. Big booty hoes with a ton of, with a tan. Nice feet, hell of a smile, and all the weed my lungs can enjoy. This wretched life that's become has me gasped. No exit plan needed when all time spent getting trashed. Throwing up my guts, I'm vile. I know my weakness, it's in style. No denial, been admitted true sins. Knew of my wrongdoing, still committed. No regrets, I sure did it. Paid the price under all the pressure. My wrist, I never slid it. Laughed at my ugliness, joked with my stupidity. Clowned with anger, toyed with emotions repeatedly. She was that one AOE, yeah, one and only ever. One of a kind, one A-OK, but my arrogance taught strife. I would have bet my life. Many times I had nothing to gain, I let loose.
It was a loose.